Hey there, welcome back to Sea Power, welcome to Atlantic Cork Part 3. In the first part, I was able to engage some submarines. In the second part, I unfortunately was on the receiving end of a couple of kitchen missiles, the AS-4. And while I was able to intercept a number of them, they made a very short work of the anti-ATAM, as well as the other cruiser, leaving me with just the Bunker Hill. The Bunker Hill is now going to be up against 5 ships. How she's going to survive that? Well, we're about to find out. Based on the radar data from the P3, I'm thinking it's just 5 ships. But just 5 ships doesn't mean it's easy to kill. It can definitely mean I am not getting through. Because if there... Oh, there's 2 Kindas. Lovely. Yeah, there's something in line there. All of these are targeting the lead Kinda here. The Kindas don't have that good of a missile range, but they are active. These things are not active, but they will be seeing the missiles based from the radar data from the other Kindas. Just picking up some additional... Oh, what is that? No! More? Oh, damn it. What's your course? Course 252. I want to be very, very, very far away from 252. That's the range I'm looking at, 252. Yeah, they're definitely trying to chase down this Bunker Hill. And problematic, these guys... No, no, these aren't detecting anything. They're just getting picked up on radar. They're not actively radiating themselves. Okay. Back to the Tomahawks. We're 19 miles out. At this point, we're probably seeing the Kindas warm up their missile launchers. Preparing to take violent action against these incoming missiles. They got 2 launchers on the bow, and that is it. That's just 1 ship. 13 miles. If we can eliminate 1 Kinda, I would be very happy with this strike. I give it about a 95% chance of not going through, though. We've lost those contacts. It's because the P3 turned around. There's the missile launch from the Kinda. This thing is now also launching. Range 7 miles. What about the friends behind them? They are also joining the fight? I'm not seeing any response from these. Not yet. Here comes another launch. Range 5 miles. Come on. Even if you score 1 hit. 1 hit is all I ask for. Just cripple that ship. That was a missile flying right past the Tomahawk. So far they've intercepted 1. With an SAN-7. From 7097. So that's you. 2 miles out. Don't eat chaff. Ignore the sea whiz. Range 1.2 miles. 1 mile. It might go through. What the hell? That is pretty atypical. You're dead. Nice. Nice. That's 1 of the 5 ships dead. Well, there's hope yet, gentlemen. And potential ladies watching the video. There is hope yet. That is, if we can keep our missile launching ships alive for long enough not to get killed off by that incoming group of aircraft. If I'm seeing missiles in the air, I'm launching the rest of these Tomahawks. I do not want to wait any longer. The good news is, I don't have to just rely upon the Tomahawks, I also have the harpoons. And between the harpoons and the Tomahawks, I might have a pretty decent damage inflicting capability. However, harpoons need to get closer. 80 miles, 243 miles. I'm very surprised this Kinda didn't intercept all those missiles. Especially not with the help of their friends. But that formation is pretty long, with 10 miles or 11 miles between the lead and the trailing ship. It's very tempting to just launch another spread of 4 Tomahawks at this Kinda. Because they might go through, especially as the other Kinda is now dead. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Let's not. Let's not. But what I can do is start giving these guys something else to shoot at. Although that would just waste missiles. No, not yet. Wait. Here it comes. AS4s, going for the bunker hill. Okay, so much for that plan. They just forced my hand. Give me a salvo of 4 Tomahawks against the Kinda. Give me a salvo of 4 Tomahawks in the general direction of that. Give me a salvo of 8 in the general direction of that. And another salvo of 8 there. Another salvo of 4 there. I want to make sure that these guys don't know what missile to shoot. Just send everything you got left, because soon you might not have any chance to do that. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. 2, 1, done. Now the only thing I can hope for is that these missiles don't actually find the cruiser. Maybe with the help of some ECM. But I got nothing to play here. The hill isn't in range, not by a long shot. This thing has a range of 12 miles. So I very much think that the bunker hill is going to be dead. Which is unfortunate. Because I would rather like to keep Ticonderogas alive. They're just phenomenal ships in my opinion. The Russians, however, sent so many missiles after me that I had not a whole lot of counterplays. Just throw chaff preemptively. Not sure if these missiles even care. 40-second reload, okay.
New air. Contact detected. Track 7-0.
We're still outside of their no-fly.
7 is classified.
Because I really need to keep an eye on those aircraft, on the ships. I should have just sent the missiles from these ships the moment that I saw the incoming missiles. Mistake. Mistake. Oh god, you're coming home now? Best not. Yeah, unless you get extraordinarily lucky. I didn't see you coming out of this one alive.
Turn to course.
Turn to port. Oh, now you're performing air ops and you cannot even adhere to any orders. Yeah, dead. Extremely dead, to be more exact. Okay then. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Maybe I can still get some revenge. From sort of beyond the grave. Go there. It'll take a few hours to get there, even at flank speed. Alright, let's skip ahead to the arrival of this missile storm. Tomahawks, about 30 miles away from their targets. I'm going to say targets loosely because there's a lot of confusion missiles in here. That's all those 109Cs. They're not really going to be able to target things. If you are lucky and they just happen to be skirting past a target, maybe they hit something on their final track. It would be the exception, a high-level exception rather than the rule. Also, I did kind of launch a few in the wrong order. Because over here you can see a couple of the Tomahawks that really were not supposed to be launched. Also, they're not even going to find anything because the Kinda is not where it's supposed to be. I should have launched all of those land attackers first and then the next wave of anti-ship missiles. The good news is we do have a couple more anti-ship missiles in the back. 3 more Tomahawks there. And once those arrive, maybe I can cripple another target. Or 2. I know that this is a Sovrameni. I still don't know what the rest is behind it. I only know this is a Sovrameni because it has its own radars active. It's not great as an anti-air ship. It has the SAN-7 with a range of 13.5 miles. And that means that it's going to be able to help the Kinda, but not as well. Because they're about 6.5 mile range out. So she doesn't have a whole lot of opportunity to launch. Whatever's behind her might have a slightly better chance. Let's see what's going to happen. If these things start snaking, which unfortunately I don't believe they will, then maybe they will target something. But if they're... yeah, there we go. They required. Finally. Okay, so this Kinda is potentially on the hook for 4 Tomahawks. We got you targeting maybe the Sovrameni or the very large. One of them was already intercepted, but that's an RGM-109C, so that's a land attacker. So they are indeed targeting the wrong thing. Interestingly, they're not using their radar yet. Another one by the Grozny. Who's the Grozny? You're the Grozny. Alright. Well, Grozny, I have some bad news for you. You've been targeting the wrong thing. Or the right thing. Depending on whose side you're on. Because we have Tomahawks and they're only 4 miles out. And these are the real deal. These are going to hurt you. Oh. That's gunfire. Chaff. There's still... Oh, one of the harpoons going to... No, the Tomahawk anti-ship's going to intercept it. 1.9. 1.7. 1.4. Looking good. Looking good. Yep, we're going to have another dead cruiser here. There's 1 hit. There's 2 hits. She's going to be in a bad state. There's 3. Nice work. So she's most likely going to be sinking. And what are you thinking about? No, not that. These land attackers are flying higher, which is interesting. It means that they're going to be potentially drawing a bit more attention. The Sovrameni, though, it's launching missiles, but I'm not sure exactly at what. I sent these things to be targeting in the general direction. Oh crap, they're targeting the 109Bs. That's the anti-ship missiles. I've got 2 of those left. Yeah, they're definitely focusing these missiles down. I'm not sure why. They're still intercepting 109Cs. There. Let them waste missiles. Hello. Don't mind me. Just passing by. Just cruising through. Yep, there's Sea-Wiz, there's missile launchers. Hey dude, we're just sightseeing. Don't mind me. Or do. These things are actually getting fairly close. But what are they targeting? If anything. Are they targeting the very large? Well, I got news for you. There's a ship in the way. See ya. That's the end of Sovrameni. Okay. That's 3 ships dead, leaving 2 ships alive. We might still win this. It's a Kirov. It's a Kirov. Great. Well, that's fun. So that leaves 2 ships. 2 ships with this many missiles? I can kill that. I just need to link up and prepare to fire. Approaching endgame territory right now. The situation is a little uncomfortable. I have the Slava leading the formation. Well, formation of 2. That's a problem. Because this Slava can start eating every single missile that I launch. That would leave the Kirov alive. Which is definitely not the outcome that I seek. What I intend to do is send a sizable spread of missiles, about half the Tomahawk land attackers towards the Slava, followed by a couple of anti-ship missiles. Once the Slava is dead, I'm going to do the same thing with the Kirov, which is trailing her. And I can also throw in the rest of the harpoons. The other ship, the Hill, has harpoons, but they're only 65 miles, so they're the standard RGM-84. That means she is going to have to get a little closer, but that's fine. I kind of need time to sink the other ship anyway. So we're going to go ahead 1/3 to prevent getting into the missile range of these, well, they're not really anti-ship missiles, but the SAN-6 can double as an anti-surface missile if they wish to. And as they have helicopters up, I'm not really that eager to see how well those do. So let's send a spread of 4 into the Slava. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3. There's 4. Now we're going to send a salvo of 4 Tomahawk anti-ships. And for good measure, let's send a salvo of 4 harpoons. They're slightly slower by I think they're slightly faster by about 16 knots. So they might catch up to the Tomahawks, but that's fine. The Slava and the Kirov are very close together, which makes this a pretty difficult engagement. Now, I got more missiles, and I typically underspend on ships. That is one of my weaknesses, so I'm definitely going to send more. We're going to target the Slava a bit more.
Bulldog away.
For land attacks. I'm going to send another for land attacks after that. Another for Tomahawk and ships. Ready. Sorry, I said 4 more land attacks.
Bulldog
One.
away. Track.
And then target Slava.
Track 7098. Salvo fire. Bulldog away. Track 7098. New air. Contact detected.
That's the anti-ship missiles going up. Okay, we're done. That leaves me quite a lot of missiles left. I got 16 anti-ships. I got 4 harpoons left, so that's a total of 20 anti-ship missiles. And let's say 25 decoys. That is not including the amount of missiles that the hill can still fire, which is another 8 harpoons. She's almost in range, but I don't want her to send just yet. Let's see how this first train does, because they're going to have to deflect and figure out what is what. They might find that they target the Tomahawks first. The harpoons are already catching up. That's fine. There is a spread of anti-ship missiles in there as well. Seeing as they typically go by order of incoming missile, they target the first missiles first. I think we might have a decent chance of at least crippling this Slava and potentially killing it outright. If some of them tend to go for the Kirov, that's fine. I don't really mind that. As for further aircraft in the area, the Tu-22s are still circling around. They're harmless. There's helicopters, arguably not as harmless because they can spot me. But neither of these ships really have anything that can really hurt me at this range. It's going to be up to me now to hurt them. Slava's range. Yeah, they're going to start reacting any minute now. I've got a 50-mile range on that launcher. Because that is the SAN-6. And they got the SAN-4. 8-mile range. They, as far as I know, do not have VLS. No, they do. Crap. They are using their radar. Any second now. Unless the AI just flat out ignores land attackers. There we go. They have started engaging. The land attacks are now about 10 miles out and approaching quickly. There are the decoys. Let's see how the Slava handles them. There's one down. You're free to have those. Waste your missiles, good sir. Kirov also pitching in. Harpoon closing the distance faster. How are we doing? We're getting anti-ship missiles intercepted now, 3 of them. Harpoon has changed course and is now going for the Slava. We still got 1 more Harpoon out there at a range of 3 miles. They're doing a little better than I was hoping. This one's going for the chaff. This one probably will not. This one hasn't decided yet. It's going for the ship. And this is also an anti-ship missile. Going right for the bows. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, unless the Seawiz nabs him at the last second, he's going right for the bow. Hit. There comes the Harpoon. That was a stern hit. So their VLS is probably crippled. Radar is still functional, so they'll at least witness their own destruction. Flies past harmlessly. Even the sea was trying to catch it. Are there still anti-ship missiles in here? Yes, there are. There are. Is that the Seawiz from the Slava? No. Wait. I think that was a land attacker. Yeah, see? That was a land attack missile. But it just flew directly into the path of the Slava. Or the other way around. and that managed to actually get the Slava hit by 3 land attack missiles. They won't actually target them because they don't have a radar. They're just fairly dumb missiles in that regard. But they do hit. And that should finish off the Slava. I just need to wait until she sinks. If I don't, we will see a lot of missiles go into this big target, and the Kirov's going to escape unharmed. So I just need to wait for this thing to burn and die. And most notably sink. Because I need it out of the radar picture, so to speak. Your range, Hill? 68 miles. You still need to close in a little bit. Go to ahead 2/3. You need 65 miles. The P3 is turned around. Stazen Slava. Not dead? How many missiles did you take again? How many missiles does it take to sink a Slava? It feels like NATO warships don't need as much punishment. Or the Soviet missiles just hit a heck of a lot harder. There she goes. Slava is now sinking. Alright. That leaves one very big warship. But a very lonely warship at that. And I can now pretty much send the rest against the Kirov. I don't have to worry about spreading out missiles against various targets anymore. Come on. Sink already. It looks like a very angry... like a very angry Slava now. I hope you guys see that too. A very angry Slava. Like a shark. Well, she's gonna be sleeping with the fishes anyway, so she can be the shark all she wishes. Come on, be gone. What are you gonna do? You're still cruising at 13 knots. Alright. Do as you please. Yes, yes. These multiple air contacts are getting annoying. They're constantly getting picked up. I have no recourse. But they're harmless, so I don't really need to worry about them that much. Just be gone! It's not like you're on a reef. You are the reef. They're almost getting run over by the Kirov. Maybe the Kirov's picking up survivors. Nah, this is Russia. They don't do that. There she goes. She's no longer a classified radar contact. And that means missile o'clock. Alright, you are on a course. Actually, no, it's going to be far easier than that. I just need to send it directly after the Kirov. Just fly there. Salvo 8. So that's 16 land attacks. Then we're going to send another salvo of 4 anti-ship missiles. Get in there. That's the land attacks. I'll probably also send the last of the harpoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send the rest. Send the rest. This thing is just an enormous missile battery at this point. Nothing much more than that. Send the rest. Send everything. Got one more missile. Send it. Utter and complete destruction. Now, just for good measure, we're also going to throw the missiles from the hill in, because she's now in range. No survivors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off you go. These should catch up nicely to the rest of the decoys, and they're coming in from a slightly different angle, so the Kirov's going to have to pick and choose what it wants to target. As for the rest of the missiles, if you wish to, you can send RIM Sea Sparrows into an anti-surface role at a range of 12 miles. I doubt the Kirov will survive this, because that's a lot of missiles. And for some reason, the AI in all of its wisdom has decided not to activate its radar. So, either it's going to be looking out the window and going, ooh, that's a lot of missiles, or it won't really see them at all. Unfortunately, I think that the Kirov has passed the point at which it might get attacked by land attacks. There she goes. Now she knows. She knows. It's the Kalinin. That is the Kirov missile cruiser. Alright, Sunshine. Show me what you got. She can fairly safely ignore these missiles. They might... Unless she changes course to starboard. She has absolutely no reason to. Range. These missiles are low, which is why she's not engaging yet. 10 miles. She's probably going to start firing when they get to 9. There she goes. 1. 1. 2. 3. 4. Can't stop the pain train. Don't have to stop the pain train either. Hold on, this actually looks pretty much like it's on target. I might accidentally hit the Kirov again. With a land attacker. Isn't that great? According to this line, they're kind of off. But visual inspections say this is going to get awfully close. They're definitely intercepting a lot of the decoys. That's fine. Let them. This is going to be so close. Hello. How about you? Ooh. Somebody's going to be shitting bricks. Come on. No. Jeez, they're so close. I just need a meter or 3 to the left and we have them. Kirov is still fighting back. She's intercepted a lot of those land attackers. She can't get them all though. Look at how many more missiles are on the way. Oh, you're going for chaff? Fine. Hope you'll enjoy. Another one got intercepted. That was a harpoon that got intercepted. Once this thing takes 1 or 2 hits, it's going to be a cascading failure of its self-defense systems. Either raiders are going to get hit, or VLS, or both. Yeah, there she goes. So at this point, she's going to have some issues. Boom. And another. Yeah, she's not going to survive that. If I get lucky, maybe I can still get one of these things to connect, but I think we're just a little off. That was another harpoon slamming into her. The Kirov's now gone. Why are we not done? That's surprising. Why are we not done? Don't make me look for another submarine, please. I've eliminated 1, 2, 3. No, that was the Bunker Hill. Here's the Charlie 3, 4, 5. The Kirov's dead. I'd say the rest of the surface ships are pretty dead as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Slava is number 5. Jesus, this thing just keeps getting hammered. Boom. I'm guessing there's something off with the triggers. Because there's nothing more to nothing more to attack. I've eliminated the submarines, I've eliminated surface ships. I'm proclaiming victory in this one. It just doesn't stop. Gone. Okay. So I'm proclaiming victory in this one. Somewhat of a regrettable casualty in the form of 3 cruisers. We still have 1 helicopter mourning the loss of her cruiser. She's trying to go home. Interestingly, this thing was bingo fuel. It was trying to land. It decided that its landing, or that its mothership was dead. And now it doesn't seem to care about fuel anymore. I can send it all the way over to Africa and it goes, yeah, that's fine. We'll be there in a couple days. I'm proclaiming victory in this one. Let's see. So, yeah, we destroyed all their assets. Objective incomplete. How? Interesting. We sunk a November, an Alpha, a Victor, and 2 Charlies. We've eliminated the cruisers. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Let me know what your thoughts are. I look forward to playing the next of these missions, because this was good. And there are more missions in this chain. If you want to play them for yourself, link down below in the description. Subscribe to that mod pack. Make sure you get NTU installed as well, although Steam will prompt you for that. And you should be able to have a go for yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for more.